Hello everybody. My name is Ellie, thecure, and today we're gonna be playing Mega Man X6. We're doing the all stages category, and it's gonna be played on easy. And before we start, um, the run we gonna do a auto charge and a rapid fire because it's gonna be helpful throughout the run. And we can start the run in 3, 2, 1, go. So this game is about, you know, the so it's all about movement. So it's kind of like the so it's all about like saber canceling, and it's like you have to like cancel your dashes because it moves your momentum a little faster. So it's kind of like that. Because me regular dash is kind of like really slow. So you have to cancel it in order to have faster momentum. So there's a lot of RNG in this game, which could be a lot of good and bad. So it's kind of like randomized as well. So what you want to do is you could disable jump here to cancel the climbs, break these little boxes there, and then you want to climb your way up. But then you also want to like damage boost as well, because every Mega Man intro, you always have to and purposely damage yourself in order to progress the game. So basically, we're gonna do this with the big boy coming with the B1000, and he has funky RNG as well. So I have to be careful with that as well. So I gotta bonk myself, sit with him a couple of times, then bonk myself again to lose some more health. Because while hitting him, while I'm bonking myself as well, he's losing damage as well. Because he's fucking diving into his body armor. So I hit the eyeball thingy to lose his damage a lot quicker, which it takes the damage a lot quicker than just hitting him normally. So the game, it runs by an in-game time, kind of like Sonic 2 or Sonic CD like, but so it's kind of like real time doesn't matter. So you just want to like have better momentum for the IGT, because the end of the game shows your time. So basically, real time doesn't really matter. So high max comes up, so you have to purposely touch him in order to progress the stage, because it's quicker than just fighting it out. So that saves a lot of time as well. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna use Falcon throughout the beginning stage, which we will go to Rainy to Toy after this cutscene. So basically, we have to like get the Reploids parts. So you have to save the Reploids to get certain parts of the game that will help you progress throughout the game quicker. So technically, in this stage, we're not actually gonna fight the boss, because we're gonna get the best character named Zero. Zero's gonna be the big boy throughout the entire run, because Falcon is just doing the little job parts of the run. So we only gonna be seeing him like twice, and that's it. Zero does like most of the stages, but it's pretty fun to see, because I am gonna break through the game as well, which you will see later in the game. I missed a shot, but that's okay. I have to destroy these little eyes to get access to the generator. So there's one over there, one here, and we have to break this in order to progress. One shot to Nightmare Cell. Then you have to progress your way. It's all like precision and movement as well. I jumped on the health portal on accident. But this is fine. Extra health will be fine. So this is a 1-frame jump. I got it. Now the rest is just movement and precision, which I have to be careful on the hitboxes because the idea of this game, you have to take damage to save a lot of time. So it's pretty like risky but also scary as well. So we're gonna take a bump here, and we're gonna go to this little blue portal here because that's the alternative route to get 0. So we also getting the save 2 replicates, which gives us 2 parts to beat the game quicker. So the one I just saved has the Saber Plus, which deals extra damage through the sword, which will save a whole bunch of time. And while I'm shooting these like eyeballs down throughout the routes, that'll just, you know, access the generator again. And this ripple right here has the Hyper Dash. So the Hyper Dash moves quicker than your regular dashes, so that's going to be useful throughout the run as well. So that will be used till I get to Commander Yamnut. So it's going to be a lot of speed, a lot of broken glitches, and a lot of very obscure things as well. So this fight here, I have to do a 1 cycle, which I just got. So this fight is pretty RNG as well because he likes to disappear a lot. And if you just full saber him while on ground, that wastes like 5 to 6 seconds. So you have to like jump in the air to saber to save a lot of time because you hit his iframes, which is a lot quicker than doing it normally. So, fun fact, the English version is not the best version to run, but I'm running it anyway because real time does not matter, only IGT. But if you care about real time, the real time, it is better when you play the Japanese version of the game, but it won't really matter if you're playing for IGT, so that's fine. So now we got 0 unlocked, and now we're gonna play as him throughout many stages. So the rest is just movement, cycles, and the risk is to get through the level. So here, I have to shoot the Buster 6 times to get the movement of the perfect cycles I need. So that was perfect. I hope I get the right cycle. This is perfect. This is the God cycle. I'm only gonna miss like 1 cycle early, which is fine. So hit this 4 times, go over, jump slash that, go like that, and your S is to the boss tool already. So Field Sheldon is pretty easy. You just have to sword dash cancel, which you can do it multiple times to go through his iframes, and he'll be over. Just like that. That was perfect. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the timer. I don't know why it's not running. I never had that issue. But The timer will be fine though. It'll show the time at the end, which is okay. So next we're going to Infinity Minjin. That stage is pretty scary because that stage has a hard lock, and we're gonna try to prevent that as much as possible. If not, we have to hard reset the game. So we're gonna go through the stages with the guard shell because we got the guard shell from Jill Sheldon, which is the most broken weapon in the entire game. You can put the guard shell inside the enemy's hitboxes, and it's a whole much damage gets taken away as you do like 1 or 2 slices. All you have to do is press one button and all their damage is gone, most likely. Which you will see soon. So we got a dodge the robot's beam, and look at that damage. Sexy. So this is the second part. This is pretty scary as well. This is fine. The perfect stage, no hard lock. Let's go. Now we could get SS to the boss room and fight Infinity Minjin. Now this fight can go perfect, this fight can go wrong, because RNG is all over the place. It's pretty heavy in this game, so it could be perfect and bad, or it could be perfect all the way. So it's like randomized. So let's see what Infinity Minjin has to give. This is good. Perfect. Okay, he gave me the perfect RNG. That is perfect. That was the perfect Infinity Minjin fight. That was the perfect RNG. It was a little slow, but it was perfect enough. So now, we beat Infinity Minjin, which I'm pretty sure that gives the Ray Arrow, which is the ultimate weapon for Zero. That's gonna be used for when we visit Rainy Totoid again. And it's because we never went to the boss area yet. So we go to revisit that stage, but the Septus is we're not Falcon, we're Zero. So it's gonna be a lot quicker than doing it as Falcon again. So this route I'm doing is very outdated, but it's really good to prevent the bad RNG as well. Because the newer route has no life recovery or E-tanks, and it could be very risky. So slash that, slash these two, slide all the way, go to the middle, and reach your ultimate attack, which is the Reku in Japanese. And slice through these, SS the guard shell again, get this eyeball thing, which is pretty annoying to get sometimes. You know, take some damage here. Break the generator, get some health just in case. Better safe than sorry. Then gotta do that one thing jump again, which is a little scary with Zero as well. This is perfect. Slash that. Take a long jump. And then we're gonna do like a quicker route of the ultimate attack instead of doing it ourselves, because it's an easier method than going through all the tiles. So what we gonna do is go here and then do this twice in both areas, and then we have access to the boss room. See? Perfect. The generator was destroyed by the ultimate attack, which is perfect. But sometimes that doesn't work, which I have to destroy with my own sword instead of the ultimate attack. So breaking the generator is also RNG. So this fight, you're gonna have to break those 2 green gemstones that's in his back in order to inflict damage on him. So we're gonna take the guard shell and, you know, destroy that, put the thing in him, and then you gotta like slice it all the way. I almost died, but this is perfect. So that's what guard shell does. You put that whole hitbox inside of him and you just slice it away all the way down. It's quicker than just fighting him normally, or normally sword dash cancel. So the next thing I'm gonna do is, it sounds pretty confusing, but I'm gonna try it the best way possible. Well, at least explain it the best way possible. You're gonna have to go to your parts, and there's a glitch where I can access to them at the same time. You press accept and cancel at the same time, press X again, and then you press X again, and you access both parts. So that's the skill slot glitch. So basically 2 parts of what I got from the Reploids, it's in 2 in 1 slot instead of just 1 in 1 slot. So that's a lot easier to have. So here, this trick's gonna be very fascinating. The fact that we beat Rain Tutorial, we can do this. So what I just did there, I spent that enemy, which gives me the invisibility glitch throughout the rest of the stage. So the spinning glitch is called the Accessor one. That's the weapon I got from Rain Tutorial. You can have access to that after you beat them. And you can just use that throughout the game as well. Not all stages, but some stages allows you to do that. So basically the rest is just movement and precision. Alright, now the boss for Commander Yamanar, he has 2 types of RNGs. He can stay in the ground, and there's another one where he can go in the air. So at this point, I want him to stay on the ground, because that's the best RNG possible. If he goes in the air, that's bad RNG. So he stayed on the ground, that's perfect, and boom, he's done. So it's gonna be like that throughout the entire game, except the last final stages of the game. So that's pretty good. It's just that filling the E-tank is gonna be the risky part. So the 2 people that we saved at the beginning, that gives me access to life recovery and a E-tank. So life recovery is a one-time use, and the E-tank you can use infinitely as long the E-tank is refilled. So it has to be done for later stages, because without those it'll be very hard to beat Nightmare Mother and Gate if they have access to bad RNG. So we're gonna do the invisibility glitch here as well, because there's a lot of crushers in this level, and it's not fun. So what we're gonna do is, we're gonna take a bump, keep going forward, break this box, and we got the invisibility glitch again. And the rest here is just movement and being careful with the crushers. It could be safe and risky as well. Like, I almost risked myself there. We don't want that to happen. So, yeah, this is just the basic stage. You're just going through the crushers as much as you can. Gotta push through it until you make it to the second part of the stage. Oh yeah, and also note that enemies cannot touch you as well. So during the invisibility glitch, the crushers can still kill you, and pits as well. But has like spikes and stuff, that won't kill you. I took it safe there because I didn't want to take the risky route. So we're gonna do it like that. Get the invisibility glitch again, and easier SS thing. Okay, I almost died there. Messed up a dash input. It's okay. Then break. You gotta kill those myths. And then there's these two trolley nightmares that we don't have to worry about because we got the invisibility glitch. And we're gonna take this heart recovery for safety measures. And we're gonna slide all the way to the mini boss. This mini boss is kind of risky because you have to go through the hitbox of when the thing drops, like that. So you gotta take that down, and you gotta damage the thing from the other side as well. So what is giving me is bad RNG. This is not what I want. But we still did it anyway, because we didn't get crushed. So many things can happen in this mini boss. If the little elevator thing don't go down, that big thing that's on top of the screen can levitate on the bottom of the screen, which tries to crush you to death. But that's the thing that you want to prevent. So you want to keep the elevator thing as long as you can to destroy all spots. But as of Metal Shark players, he's very easy. You just gotta go in his hitbox and hit him. But he's like the most annoying one because he moves a lot. So that's it for Zero's part for a bit. We're going back to Falcon, and there's a reason for that, because the next stage we're going to is Blaze Phoenix. So that stage is a whole bunch of RNG. That's like the worst stage in the entire game, because doing it as Zero, it's fine, but doing the boss is longer. So you have to use Falcon throughout the stage in order to get the quick kill for Falcon, for beating Blaze Phoenix. Which means I'm gonna be fighting like these big red donuts. And Falcon's ultimate, which is the golden, the Steel Eagles, which was gotten from Metal Shark player, is what we're gonna use against it. So the ultimate spawns, the pattern spawns differently, and also as well as the donuts as well. So it's like the way you auto charge the attack is also how it lands as well. Like, that was pretty bad. So I'm gonna take that health for safety measures. And we're gonna get through this little, like, dangerous part of the game. Oh, shit. So I was trying to get a damage boost off the Nightmare Souls so I could go through the fire, because the fire takes a lot of damage in this game. And it's not fun when that happens. So I actually wanna like one-shot the donuts as much as possible. So what I'm having with the red donuts is bad RNG right now. Because I have to preserve ammo for the last 2-3 donuts. So yeah, they typically call red donuts because I'm not pretty sure they have a name, but in speedrun wise they call them donuts. So okay, this was almost perfect. That was pretty bad. But it was almost perfect as well. So after being this second last donut, I'm gonna have to kill myself to preserve ammo. So once I kill myself, I have ammo filled up again. The fact that I wasted some earlier. If I had good RNG, I wouldn't have to kill myself. So I'm gonna have to do it after I get to the next boss door. To get to the main boss. Okay. Dashing quick, please. Alright, we made it, and I'm gonna kill myself here. And then I hope I get the perfect RNG here, depending on how the birds spawn when I use it. This is okay. It was a little slow. Oh my god. I almost died. That was so scary. All because I had a missed dash input. So, Blaze Heatnix is, he has lava coming up on top and the bottom screens. And he also does this RNG where he can leave the screen and attacks like both sides of the screen as well. So we don't want that, so we got the perfect fight, which is perfect. The lava, it takes a lot of damage compared to the red fire that was planted in this stage. So hopefully I'll do like lava dives during the boss rushes as well. So next we're going to go back to 0 and we're gonna go to Blizzard Wolfgang, one of the most chill soundtracks in the game. So we're gonna get the invisibility trick here as well at the start of the stage. But most importantly, we have to go through a horrible RNG section of the game, which ice blocks fall down from the top of the screen, which you have to build it up to get access further to the game. Which, if it's bad RNG, we call it Tetris. So we got the invisibility trick, and we're gonna fast our way through. And then dash all the way, come down this ladder. So this is the Tetris part of the game. This is good. This is perfect. Oh my god. Yeah, this is bad RNG. horrible Tetris, but we made it through though. So we just gotta climb up these like ice blocks as well, and then we made it to the boss area. So we're gonna like do like our little like dash rocket, because that's a lot faster than just dashing normally. So there's a trick to this stage as well. It's called half rocket, and through the boss door you could be close to the enemy as well instead of being on the far left of the screen, which I didn't get unfortunately, but this is how I usually get it sometimes. Perfect fight, but I didn't want him to go in the air, but it was still fine that his health was already low anyway. Because it's hard to get him down once he's in the air, doing like crazy movesets. Alright, now the last Maverick is Ground Scaravage. That stage is also the worst because the stage was set up as they have like totems in them, and it's like a hologram, so the game wants you to go through every single totem. So there's a glitch for that, to do a totem skip, which you need Falcon for because Zero cannot do it. So Falcon, he's gonna use the ice ability from Blizzard Wolfang. He's gonna collage himself into the ice block to mess with his iframes. You need Falcon's iframes to get through the totems. So I have to be careful with that because there's also a soft lock here as well. Okay, you're still fine. That's 3. And this is the last one. Okay. Okay, this is perfect. We didn't get soft locked, so this is perfect. But I only messed up on one thing. I was supposed to switch to the Ray Arrow from Infinity Minions weapon to use that to beat Scaravage. So it's gonna be like very late cycles because I had that out very early, like I was supposed to. So I mean, this boss really don't have much to explain. All he does is move boulders and he tries to throw it at you and throws a little beam projectiles. And boulders usually come out from the sky, tries to hit you with big damage. But it doesn't happen very often on easy, so that's it for Falcon. The rest is just Zero saving the day from, you know, the nightmare virus and everything else. So all the Mavericks are defeated. Those were all stages, but we also have final stages as well. So we going back to Zero. The only difference is we gotta go to our parts again in order to access to our full recovery. And using Zero throughout the rest of the run. So the final stages of the game has very bad RNG compared to like 3-4 Mavericks. So it's pretty scary. That's why I always chose to do the out-data route, because what matters is the speed you have, the better you get with the RNG. So we're gonna do the ice thing, dash, you like hitboxes to get up here, switch iframes, use the invincibility trick here, got it. And we just gonna like find our way up here and reach the like the lava section of the game. Kind of like a side scroller, but not really, because it doesn't last long. Usually, the 100% route, it has the long auto scroller in Metal Shark's player stage. So be glad we don't take that route, because 100% is pretty scary. I jumped so I don't have to dive out of lava, just in case, because the hitbox is janky. This is the best part of the game, because this is where we do our weapon sync to the music. Till we reach to the boss. So, the boss I'm going to fight is called Nightmare Mother. She is very scary to fight, because she has different patterns, so it's randomized, and it's the worst boss in any Mega Man X game. It's the worst boss in history. Like, it's the worst fight casually, but also speedrunning as well. But I want the cycle where I can do cycle kill it as well. That's the perfect one. So instead of the left, it was to the right. Okay, that's fine. Okay, that's fine. That was a little scary. Alright, this is the worst pattern, but we still can manage it. That is usually like the 80% route of the pattern that I just had, the one that I really didn't want. But this is still perfect as well. Nah, this one is bad. But we still beat Nightmare Mother anyway, thanks to the life recovery. Because without it, this fight will be really hard. It's possible to beat this without the E-Tank and the life recovery, but a lot of bad things can happen. The fact that projectiles are everywhere, and then there's fire on the floor and everything. And then you have to worry about what cycles if they're going left or right. It's pretty horrible. So, now that's out of the way. So, the second stage is pretty easy and simple. It's pretty much straightforward. The only difference is I'm gonna do a totem despawn, because we have a totem despawn. You can go through the stages without fighting him in order to progress, which saves a lot of time. So I hope that I get the totem despawn, because that's the best way to do it. But I also want to collage with the platform as well, in order to get iframes to reach to the boss. We got the totem despawn, that's perfect. Climb up here, get bumped by that, and boom, there you reach the boss area. So, hi Max. He's kind of complicated in this game. He has like different like weapon weaknesses. So it's like randomized of what you have in order to defeat him. But the fact that we have all everything and me playing as Zero is pretty different. So we have to guard shell these like blue blocks. So it's kind of like a manip in order to get him to the middle of the screen. And we are free to him anytime we want to. And that was the worst one I just did. Oh my god, no! Oh, that's unlucky. It's okay, it's okay. Yeah, that's how cringy RNG is in this game. Yeah, RNG is really, really bad in this game. And the hitboxes is janky as well. So you always have to pull your sword back as far as you can. And that's pretty hard to tell. Because his Desbos, it's like the speed keeps changing on you. So you don't know when that's gonna happen. I keep doing that. I don't know why. Oh my god. Okay, we're gonna use our light recovery here. Usually I save that for like the gate fight. Because this fight is also RNG as well, because we don't get out of this stage until we beat the gate. So it's like also a second stage reload as well. We don't go back to the stage menu. So Max was kind of wonky, but we still defeated him, which is fine. So next is Gate. So we're going through crushes again, so it's kind of like Metal Shark Player, but we're doing crushes again, but in Gate's method. And also, by the way, Gate crushes is free. It's always free, because you always make every cycle. So yeah, you gotta do all that. Get out of there really quick as you can. Switch to the Yamanark's weapon. And then try to survive under these floors as long as you can. Until you actually make it to the final area. So I'm gonna do a cycle late. Because I wasn't able to make that the way I was. So we made it, and we're gonna fight Gate with this janky, like, level layout. It's really bad. So this fight here is really bad. He shoots out like different orbs, but the main one that we want is a blue orb. So the different colors, they prevent by different skills. The red one slows you down. The blue one, it pulls you from the ground, and everything else. The purple spawns enemies, and the orange one shoots out projectiles. So this one is just like a chill based. Okay, I didn't get it, but this is still fine. We need the blue orb in order to get invisibility, and we could just like chill on that one platform the entire fight. But having it without is also good as well. Oh my. There we go. That was pretty scary. This is like the worst fight in the entire game as well. Because this is also bad RNG. I got it. Perfect. I got the glitch. Perfect. And we just gonna sit here and chill and just hit like one button throughout the entire game. So yeah, you just basically see here calling gate. And so you're getting like 3 hits. So that's pretty fun. You have to worry about falling into the pit, starting to fight all over again. But as long as you don't hit a certain button in order to get bumped again. That was a good kind of gate fight? I don't know. Gate fight is always garbage. I don't know. But it was a decent fight. It wasn't like bad, but it was okay. So now we defeated Gate. You think that Gate was like the final boss of the game, but he's not. So who's behind this all this time was Sigma. So guess what we have to do in Capcom standards? We have to do a boss rush. And fight Sigma as well. And then the game will be over. Because usually you think that Gate is the villain and Sigma doesn't exist anymore. But he's back somehow. The game never explained it. So we're just gonna traverse to the boss rush again. Find all 8 of the Mavericks again. So this is the best trick I want to show to everybody. This is Zero's method of killing Scaravage. I can one hit kill him if I do it correctly. Okay, this is okay. It was almost perfect, but we still got it anyway. As long as you have to like go in his hitbox with the sword, and basically you have to do the spinny sword attack in order to mess up his subpixels. And when you shoot your buster, it kind of like goes through his entire hitbox like the guard shell, and it just one hit kills Scaravage. So getting it halfway was also good as well, because the only thing it takes was one shot. So that was still perfect. So the rest is just lazy refights until you actually get to the final part of the game, which is fighting Sigma. So yep, this is just it. Most of the refights. It's different RNG. So I hope that I usually get the same Heatnix and Yamnart and Blizzard Wolfing as well. Because I'm pretty sure Sheldon and Rainy Tatoya always do the same. It's never different. And I think Mill Shark player has RNG, like a little RNG, depending on if you miss a hit. But I think it's not that bad as well. Alright, Rainy Tatoya. Do not bump me, please. Okay, he bumped me. Alright. I'm gonna... So, the fact that he bumped me, I'm gonna have to take some recovery health from up top, because it's free. And we're gonna do it the other way around. So, instead of going to Heatnix, we're gonna do Yaranark, Wolfang, and then Heatmix last. Then we can assess to the final area of the game. This is fine. Alright, so I hope that Yamnark stays on the ground as usual. And nothing different. And I just hope the best that Heatnix doesn't like lava dive. Because if he lava dives, I have to risk myself of taking a lot of damage from the lava in order to hit him as well. And that will be very, very bad. We stay on the ground, perfect. So basically, you know, do that, then go to Wolfang. I got that health because I wanted to make sure that my E-Tank was all the way filled up. So that's pretty fine. So I just hope that he doesn't go in the air. Hope he just stays on the ground. Stuff like that. Okay, he's standing one spot like a bad little dog. Fine. Perfect. Last but not least is Heatmix. He better be a good bird. Cause if he don't, he's gonna give me his lava creams. And that won't be okay. Okay, he lava dives, so I gotta take a bomb. Oh, oh my god! Oh wait, that's scary. Okay, I'm gonna have to use the right cover. That is so bad. That is the worst, Phoenix RNG I ever had. I never got bumped like that. But yeah, alright. All the Mavericks are done. Now we can go for, Sigma. So, the last low layout of the area is pretty wonky as well. Got like a lot of enemies blocking your way, so we're gonna have to take damage in order to save a lot of time. So you just gotta bunk through these guys because they're pretty annoying. And then that's it. We're gonna go to Sigma, and he only has 2 forms. So he actually just sits there and does nothing. The second phase is just him spitting out projectiles, or if I hit him too much, he falls on his back with a whole bunch of beams and whatever. So that's stuff we don't want. Okay, see, like that? That is so bad. See, that's what I was talking about. That was really, really bad. But we still got this. That's phase 1. Time ends when I beat the final boss, when Sigma opens his mouth. It doesn't sound right, but yeah. He shoots a big beam out of his mouth, so I have to like stick the sword inside of his mouth and whatever, and he's dead. The game just ends just like that, and you get like a cool ending with a good IVT. So let's switch to guard shell. Okay, I got the invisibility, and that's it. He's dead. GG. The game is over. That's the game. Mega Man X6. All stages with Falcon and Zero. It's really a fun category, but it's also heavy RNG and off the cure as well. So it's really good speedrunning it, but casually it's really bad. So if you like playing like Mega Man X and whatever, I prefer speedrunning it than casually. Because this game is really bad if you really don't know what you're doing. As of weapon swaps and whatever. So, you know, enjoy the credits, and you'll get the IGT, and then the game is done. It's a cool ending, and it has a nice opening song as well. Pretty much most of the soundtrack of X6 is really good. I feel like it's better than like most of the previous X games. But yeah, the bosses is pretty off the cure. Like, Max, he's like, you play as Falcon, and you have to like use your sword, buster, and a special weapon from the Mavericks. But sometimes that stuff don't work. You have to get like half of the Mavericks in order to make it work. So it's like different RNG every time you fight them. It's really bad. Because the X main line is supposed to be X5. So X6 was just a big mess. I don't know. But it's still good as a soundtrack. But the game is bad. So the time shows after the credits theme. So hopefully that shows the rank and the time and everything. Yeah, the song is like 4 or 5 minutes long. I think like the opening song is like 6-7 minutes. Alright, the result screen should be here. A 2518 is not bad. Has of IGT. It's really easy to obey. But yeah, that's it for the game. I hope everybody enjoyed the game, and I'll see y'all soon. Bye.
Big Chongus!